Hello and welcome to this week's coffee vlog. It is Thursday the 24th of December and it's 8:05 in the morning and we're heading to work. Merry Christmas. So yes, unbelievably, there's a bit of wood there. I don't want to go over it. I have to just go around this way a bit. That's a bit weird. Yeah, missed a bit of wood. Don't like bits of wood, they might have nails in. So yes, 24th of December and I'm on my way to work. We always hold out until 12:30, 1 o'clock. The carrier will come and once he's been to pick up anything we send out today, that'll be it then. But there is still time for those old few cafes that forgot that we're shut next week and haven't got enough coffee to get them through till the 5th of January, because we'll be back on the 4th shipping, but it won't arrive with them until the 5th. So for those, if they get their order in before 12:30 Christmas Eve today, we will ship it out and they should get it Tuesday. I think Monday's a bank holiday with Boxing Day being on the Saturday, so there you are. What's been happening this week for me? Surprise, surprise, it's been busy. Actually, it calmed down sort of Tuesday-ish, but Monday back after the weekend was just really ridiculously manic. Just had so much stuff going out, unbelievable. It was ended up, I think it was 5 sacks of post got taken, walked down to the main post office with a warehouseman, and I took a sack down as well, so it was like 6 total sacks of post. Got through loads more AeroPresses, of course, but the big thing that sort of hit up, and I think I've mentioned this before with it happens with Amazon. I mean, really this year I've not sold hardly any AeroPress on Amazon because the Arobi import agent has banged a load of pallets through to the Amazon warehouse and they're just doing it on Prime themselves. And obviously because they're the importer and everyone else is buying it off them at their, no doubt, slightly marked up rates, they're able to offer the AeroPress with Amazon Prime for a ridiculously low price that you couldn't compete with. So no point trying even. So not sold any individual ones. And also have like a bumper bundle AeroPress listing, well, someone put it up, of an AeroPress with 350 extra filter paper. So you get 350 in the box with them, and this is a package with a separate pack of 350 retail filters, so you get 700 filters in reality. And again, really, in fact, since I sort of activated my bid on that on Amazon back in April, I think, when I went Seller Pro, not sold any because someone was doing it at a stupidly cheap price and I couldn't compete with it. And what I tend to do with stuff, you know, I look at what it's all costing, including postage and Amazon fees. And if I can do it, I will, and if I can't, I won't. So I had a look and I wasn't gonna get anywhere near that sort of price. So I put my sort of what would be happy to do it at in and left it that way. Never thought about it again, never sold any until last Friday, and then all of a sudden all just started popping through last Friday. And like I say, it's this typical Amazon thing. You know, what happens is when whoever's the cheapest runs out of stock, their listing effectively disappears, and then the next cheapest person goes up the list to get the coveted buy it button, and that's kind of like you get the premium spot. Then you see your listing, it says buy, and press the buy button, and whoever's got that slot gets those sales, and it's from other sellers, and you're going to like manually choose to look at those ones and possibly buy from them. So if you get the buy button, you're going to get the majority of people looking at that listing. And yeah, so basically whoever was the cheapest must have destocked on Friday, and then after that I became the sort of buy button for that product, and all of a sudden started selling bucket loads of it, which was a complete surprise, of course, but it meant come Monday got like 40 odd orders come through over the weekend, which was 40 orders I wouldn't normally expect to have, because I've never sold anything that way before. I mean, I was just fortunate I did have a good stock of the filter papers as well as aeropresses, so yeah, that contributed greatly to the busy Monday. And the really surprising thing, of course, is on Amazon, come Friday, it was effectively saying that my products wouldn't arrive before Christmas, because it kind of works out the delivery schedule itself, that you've got the window to put it in. So I mean, that would obviously put people off who are buying for Christmas. So I presume all of these 40 who were buying it were just buying for whatever, I don't know, own use, or maybe if they're going between Christmas and New Year to see family, they don't need it before Christmas Day, so they're going to hope it's going to turn up between Christmas and New Year. So anyway, but I mean, they all shipped on Monday, so there's a good chance the majority of those would have still received them by now, or even today. Is it post today? I'm not pretty sure. But so yeah, it was just absolutely manic. So yes, then I've got to admit, managed to do some Christmas shopping prior to today, so I won't necessarily have to be buying much at the petrol station on the way home this afternoon. I managed to get, really, Tuesday started a bit of a slowdown, obviously because people were realising by then they weren't going to get stuff for Christmas. So yeah, that started slowing down, so I had a bit of breathing space to get my head together, catch up on some much needed paperwork, which I've been doing yesterday as well, and that's one thing I'll be doing this morning. And I also sort of kind of thought, oh, better do some Christmas shopping before the day itself. So I got some of that in Tuesday afternoon, and then I've also been ridiculously hammering my Amazon Prime account to get the absolute best from it. I do love that free Prime delivery, so I went on a complete rampage of trying to find last minute bits and bobs to get the family for Christmas Day. So consequently, poor old Amazon logistics guy today is coming up to my house with probably about 20 odd parcels to deliver on Christmas Eve. I hope he's wearing his Santa hat when he comes. So yeah, and that's kind of amazing. Tuesday, sort of 6 o'clock, I was banging through looking for stuff with Prime delivery, just so that I'd know it'd come today. And whatever I did have and kind of fitted what I wanted, I was banging orders in left, right and centre. So all that's happening, but we've already got quite good stock up there under the tree anyway, so that's all good. Failed to mention last week, because I was on about so many other exciting things, Star Wars Battlefront. I've been getting on well with that. I kind of entirely missed the boat on the Battle of Jakku. Now this is a downloadable piece of content, so extra content to the stock game, as it were. I do know that because I'd pre-ordered it, said there was a download code for it, but it had kind of passed me by because I was just trying when I could to just play the game. So sort of extra stuff had gone by me completely, and I think it ended up, I realised about it because I saw some YouTube footage while I was trying to find hints and tips on playing better and not being the rubbish old git who's always getting shot by the kids. This Battle of Jakku, I was like, oh wow, that's fantastic. I've looked at basically the Battle of Jakku in the Force Awakens, the new movie. This is like the wastelands on a sand planet, where basically the remnants of the battle are. So there's downed Imperial Star Destroyers and destroyed X-Wings and Rebel blockade runners, and you know, big AT-AT walkers all felled and the hulls of them. So it's basically a graveyard of all Star Wars ships, and you play a specific game for it where it's a round of Imperial versus Rebels. The Imperials are defending control points and have to defend them for a length of time, and the Rebels have to attack these points and take control of them before the time runs out. So if the time runs out and the Rebels haven't controlled the points, then it's game over for the Rebels. They lose. If the Rebels get control of all these points before the time runs out, then it's the Imperials lose and the Rebels win. So it's quite heavily focused on sort of team play. So if you're the Imperials, you're going to have your main aim of getting to your control point and standing around it, making sure you take out any Rebels who are coming along. And conversely, if you're a Rebel, you've just got to keep charging headlong at points, control points, and if you're not taking control of it yourself, you're taking out as many of the Imperials so someone else on your team can. And yeah, it's just really enjoyable just to go through again the amazing immersive scenery. You literally sort of hide inside the hulk of a felled AT-AT, the big dog walker mechanical machines, through the sort of centre of the hulk of that, and you can sort of sit and hide in there and shoot through gaps in the metalwork out of it. And like I say, you can be underneath a Rebel blockade runner and just going past downed X-wings and TIE fighter hulks and things. And yeah, it's really good fun. It's fast paced. I mean, it's relatively, for me, it's pretty straightforward, because I'm either at a control point trying to shoot at anyone coming towards me and failing normally pretty badly, and if it's Rebels team, then I'm just charging headlong continually at control points, throwing bombs randomly. Oh, come on, taxi, you could have either gone or not gone. It's just sort of, I'll sit there in the road and trickle forward. So, yeah, it's good. Really enjoying that sort of extra bit of content there, as well as going into the other bits and pieces. So I do still need to sort of rank up a bit. I'm kind of desperate to get, there's a one-shot rocket launcher, which is like a guided rocket. And I'm kind of desperate to get that, because I'm thinking it might make my life a little bit easier if I've got a homing rocket. But I need more. I think I need more credits now. I've got to the sort of rank level where it's activated, but I can't get it yet because I need to get some more credits. I need to get some more games done, but I've not really had a chance that much this week. So we'll still see now. We're off. Of course, I won't get much chance today. Be a lot of packing I'll be doing tonight. Packing, yeah, packing. Kind of like packing, another type of packing. Wrapping presents up in pretty Christmas wrapping, just to be ripped off tomorrow morning. So, record time to work, if only every day was like Christmas Eve. Although preferably not windy and rainy and grey and miserable, because that wouldn't be great. So yes, it's going to be a short one. I'm not really sure what's going to happen with next week's vlog, to be perfectly honest. I don't know if I won't have to hold out until the 4th. May the 4th of January be with you, and do it on the way to work then. Maybe sometime next week I'll get a chance in the car on my own. Otherwise I probably won't get a chance to do it anywhere. Could maybe vlog while playing Star Wars Battlefront in the early hours in bed, but I'm not entirely sure if anyone wants to experience that. So I don't know. I'm not really sure yet. We'll wait and see. Now, there was a stack of other things I wanted to go through, but I of course forgot completely what they were now. Mine does go blank after a while. I need to do a little list of what points I want to cover during the various vlogs. So really, you know, I've got there. It's the end of end of the year now, effectively, because, well, for work it is, because we won't be back till January, and we'll look at reconciling all sorts of work things then. Yeah, mind has truly gone blank today. It's not great, is it? Until it's the end of a very long, busy run up to Christmas. But yes, can't really think. There's nothing computer-wise happening much. Oh, yes, interesting thing with Apple Watch. On Saturday, I managed to not need to be going out anywhere. I spent the whole day with my phone on charge upstairs in the bedroom, which was pretty good, because of course I didn't have to worry about missing texts, emails, whatever else, because the watch dishes all this information up anyway, so I managed to leave it. But the interesting thing I noticed was the watch took a serious hit on battery life because of it, obviously, because of the extra distance between, well, you know, it's upstairs and the watch is on me pootling about around the house, like so. Because it's interesting, as normal, what happens is my iPhone sits in my left hand pocket and the watch is on my left hand wrist. So, relatively, most of the time, they're pretty much very close together, or as close as they could get. So, and that probably contributes a bit to really good battery life for me, because they're just close together, so the signal isn't getting sort of broken up, or it's not having to work harder to hold that Bluetooth connection. So it was interesting to notice when the phone was away upstairs and I was away downstairs doing stuff, no problem with connection to the watch. It still did what it's supposed to do and kept me informed of what was happening. But like I say, come sort of 10, 11, I believe this is a delivery for me. This is a big coffee roaster coming, so yeah. Oh, nice. I get to do the unloading in the rain on my own. Yes, so here he comes, Mr. Davis Turner, with my big coffee roaster. Goody goody. Yes, watch. So yeah, it took a hit. So after like 12, 13 hours, where I'd normally might be at 60, 70%, it was at like 31%. It had a real battering, which I suppose is just life, isn't it? But yeah, right, I better get off and get opened up so he can unload his load and get on home. So enjoy your Christmas, everyone, and New Year if I don't catch you before. I hope you have a very good one. Santa's nice to you and you've been good enough to get some good presents. And if not, try harder next year. Okay, thanks a lot. See you later. Bye.